Welcome to the Smart Business Show for June 13th, 2018. And we're going to base today's podcast off a quote from Extreme Programming. There'll be a link to that in the show notes if you're interested in my full look at that book. And the quote for today is, rather than scrambling to meet an impossible deadline, work your normal pace. The amount of work you can do is constant. The only real question is which work to do. So I've had a coaching client for a while, and he worked every weekend, and he worked lots of nights too, because he really always felt that he wasn't getting ahead. And this was a financial question as much as it was a work question. It was a financial question. Like, the bills were always piling up, and he was just never getting enough work done, enough stuff fast enough to really move forward and to make progress in the business like he wanted. Now, what this often ended up meaning is that he'd get to Monday and he'd feel exhausted already because, he squeezed in 3-4 hours per day on the weekends. And he had no energy to give on the weekdays, or basically was already running on empty. He never took that time to fill up. So really, the amount of work you can do is constant, like the quote said. There's something I've been running with a friend up in the mountains. And something I've been telling him, which I learned as I've been training for ultramarathons for mountain running, is that you really only have, say 2, 4, some people say, but basically 2 to 4 matches to burn in a race. So you can go really hard, push your heart rate up into those higher levels 2 to 4 times, depending on who you talk to. I find I've got about 4 now after lots of training. He's just really starting out doing this climbing. He's probably got 2. And so that means that I got to pick them strategically. The rest of the time I need to just stick within my heart rate. And if that means going slower, it's still going to result in an overall faster time. I've actually found this as I've been working on this one mountain run a lot. I've been walking more chunks. There's spots where I just level out a bit and I just try to run that because I'm going faster. I've been walking those. I've been maintaining my energy a lot more. And then I cut another 30 seconds off a time, which I've cut, I think, 8 or 9 minutes off probably a 3 kilometer chunk already, since Christmas, maybe even more than that. Yeah, maybe even more. Anyways, but I've been finding that if I'm just going constant and only running the long flat stretches or the downhills, then I'm actually faster than if I was to try and run these, 400 meter or, whatever, how many have, or short chunks, right? Where I'm running for maybe 40 seconds and then I'm back up to something steep. So this works for you too. Instead of sprinting all the time, instead of working all night, instead of really working yourself to the bone all the time, you need to be constant with the amount of work you do. Aim for quality of work. I go for about 5 hours a day, but go for quality of work, not quantity. Inside that quality time, get those 5 hours and make sure they're focused. Make sure you're doing what you should do and you're working on the work that matters, the work that generates revenue, the work that really pushes your business forward. Otherwise, just leave it and then take a break on the weekends. Make sure that you're giving that mental break in the evenings and the weekends so you can really focus and do quality work, because that's what your clients are paying for. If you can do this, if you can do that 5 hours of quality time every day, you're going to outwork 99% of your peers. Thanks for watching. If you need some more accountability to help take that rest, shoot me an email, curtis@curtismchale.ca. I'd love to talk about what we can do coaching-wise. Have a great day.